Hey everyone, I just wanted to make this quick little video because people seem to not pay attention or are very quick to judge or try and correct people or point out things they are doing wrong without bothering to get more information first, I guess. So we recently got a hamster just a couple days ago. I was just looking on this group, and it's called Buy Nothing Facebook group, basically, in my town. So you go on there and you can either search for things that people are giving away, or people are on there giving away free stuff that they want to gift to people just out of the kindness of their hearts or whatever. I actually got a nice love seat from a couple ladies a couple weeks ago, and they dropped it off to my house and everything, so that was really nice. But anyways, I was just kind of browsing through there because I was going to put in a request for a dresser, and somebody was giving away a hamster. We had hamsters and gerbils when I was a kid, and it brought back really fond memories. We always had such a fun time playing with them and stuff, and they were really sweet. So this lady had gotten this hamster from the shelter, the animal shelter, the pound, and they had it not very long at all, and I guess it turns out her son is allergic or something, so she had to get rid of it, obviously, and it came with the cage and like a bunch of bedding and different things, little toys and things for it, and it was all free. So I went and picked it up after work. It was like an impromptu thing. Getting another pet or a hamster or anything wasn't even on my mind at all. We've already got 3 cats and a fish tank with 5 fish, but I just remember how many good memories I had with it as a kid, and thought it was something my 4.5-year-old daughter would really enjoy. And it happened to be right down the street from where I was working, so I contacted the lady and was able to pick it up a couple hours later, right after I got off work. So I set her all up and everything. The cage is too small, and so is her wheel. That was obvious right away. Before we even went home, I noticed that. And so I get off at 8 o'clock, so the pet stores are all like closed and everything. By then, they close at like 6 or 7. So I didn't want her to have to be stuck in that tiny cage. And, you know, I love shopping. So I was like, cool, here's an excuse. We'll go to Walmart, get her a nice big cage, get a bunch of hamster stuff, food, whatever. So we went and did that, and mind you, Walmart's all the way in the next town, so it's already like a 20-30 minute drive. We got there, it's like 8:30 at night. No, probably like 9 o'clock at this point, because I had to go pick up the hamster first, and like I said, I got off at 8. So we get there, and they only have 2 cages, and they're both the exact same tiny cage that she already had. So I was like, screw it. I work like 7 days a week. That was the only time I was going to go out to the store. I didn't want to have to drive all the way back into town again later to see if they got other ones. And, you know, the pet stores are only open, obviously, during my work hours. So I decided to go ahead and get on Amazon right away and order one, which I did. And it's going to be here like March 19th, which is in like 8 days. So it's a 3-story hamster cage with a bigger wheel, lots of like tubes to run through, lots of space for her. I also got her some other little toys like tables and a little hamster swing, and actually a banana shaped hammock we could hang up in there. So she's gonna be set. But I made the stupid move of just doing a little video of her after I'd set her up in the space where she's going to be living and everything when I get her new cage and stuff. And obviously I have to keep her somewhere for now, so she's in the little cage because that's what we have for her. And like the first 2 comments I get, well, except for one really nice girl, but the first like comment I get is, well, both of them will just say, I'm getting people on there like, oh, that cage is way too small and blah 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 blah. And it's like, yeah, I made reference to this. I already, said that. I said what the plans were and everything. Sorry, I stopped at the coffee shop for a minute, so I had to pause the video. But yeah, anyways, it's like nobody's on there like, oh, she's so cute. Not even asking, oh, are you going to get her like a bigger cage, more stuff? I put the story out there. This is what she came with. I ordered the thing on Amazon. Obviously, she's going to have to wait for a few more days. It's not hurting her by any means. Like, people are just so quick to jump on and just be judgmental and rude, honestly. And I was just saying the other day how like nobody ever comments on my videos. Like, I would love to interact and engage with, our followers. We've got like 200 subscribers, and a lot of our videos get quite a bit of views, so I don't understand why people never comment. And then when somebody finally does, it's like some ridiculous thing to say that you didn't even bother looking into before you started running your mouth, honestly. So I guess my lesson is be careful what you wish for, really. But just kind of remind yourself. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good one.
Hold on. Anyways, it's always good to remind yourself to like maybe think before you speak. Maybe ask questions before assuming. Knowledge is power. Asking questions is how we learn, instead of thinking we already have all the answers. The older I get, what is the saying? It's like the older I get, the more I realize just how much I don't know, or something like that. Or the less I know, or something. But anyways, I'm always open to learning, and I think it's a good quality to have, instead of just jumping on and like bashing somebody. Like, I've had hamsters before, I've had gerbils before, I've had rabbits before, I've had dogs, I've had cats, I've had all kinds of different animals. I know how to care for them properly. I like my animals to be cared for well and treated well. I'm not gonna keep my hamster stuffed in a tiny little cage. There's no point in having a pet if you're just gonna stuff it away on a shelf, in my opinion. So yeah, that's it. Just think before you speak, ask questions. What is it? It's better to keep your mouth shut and be thought a fool than to open your mouth and remove all doubt. So I'll end it with this. It's a beautiful day. There's my little Ava in the back seat. We just left therapy. One of my kitchen cupboards jumped off the wall yesterday, and I inspected it and realized that it was only held in by one screw, in the top left-hand corner, and I don't think it was even in a stud. It was just drilled directly into the sheetrock. So that was awesome. I get to spend today with my friend coming over to help me put that back up and make sure all the other cupboards are screwed in better, because now I have a feeling all of them are like that. Except, to be fair, this one was leaning when I bought the house, and I should have looked at it right away, but I didn't. So now I get to use my glue gun and put back together a bunch of my favorite coffee mugs that were in there as well. And one of the applesauce cups got punctured, so I spent my morning before work yesterday cleaning applesauce up off the floor. There's still a huge mess because I work 10-hour days. I just couldn't even be bothered with it. Oh, there's also a light installed like on the bottom of the cupboard, so you can just turn on a small light in the kitchen, like if you get up for a midnight snack or something. But I didn't realize that it was wired into the wall, so I can't even take the cupboard down off the counter because there's a wire keeping it up there, a really thick wire. So I had to put a kitchen chair underneath it to like balance it and keep it from yanking the wire out of the wall and like totally effing up the rest of my drywall and like ripping my wall apart. So yeah, that was a really cool morning yesterday morning. But anyways, so that's my day. But it's a beautiful day out. Stuff is starting to melt. That means I'm gonna need to get the food off of my back porch and find room for it in my freezer now, because in Alaska in the wintertime you've got an entire giant outdoor freezer if you don't have room or you don't have money to buy a chest freezer. So yeah, I'm gonna have to do a little rearranging. But alright, this video is getting way too long, so okay, thank you. I don't know why I said thank you, but yeah, like and subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching. Thanks for the views. Thanks for those of you who do comment and have like constructive things to say. And I hope you enjoy our channel.